Shut up and sit down.
Hello, psychology class. Dr. G. My name is Natalie Rivas, and I'm going to be discussing the sexuality in the hit TV show American Horror Story. I'm only going to be talking about season 1, and there's a lot of sexuality in season 1, and I can't talk about all of it in only 15 minutes, so I'm going to be talking about most of it. Let's get started. A lot of things happen in this season, and there's the use of black leather suits. There's a gay couple. There's sadly a lot of rape too. There's a sexy maid who comes on to the main character, Ben Harmon, a lot, and in one episode makes out with the Black Dahlia. Now, does that make her bisexual? Who knows? That's up to her to decide, not us, because sexuality is fluid and we can't determine these things for her. There's even relationships with very large age gaps as well. Now I'm going to talk about Ben Harmon for a second here. He is the father in the series, and right from the very start he cheats on his wife Vivian with one of his students, Hayden McLean, impregnating her and eventually helping her with an abortion. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about some of the reasons why men cheat. And not necessarily men, but I guess people would cheat in general, because you can't generalize and say all men cheat, all women cheat, everyone cheats in some way in life. Now, many of you may be thinking, but a lot of men need to just, spread their seed, repopulate the earth, have as many partners as humanly possible. Not always the case. Now in class we had talked about cheating and what constitutes as cheating. Now you could, look at porn and someone might think you're cheating. You could be sexting another woman and someone might think you're cheating. You could hand a stripper money and then have sex with her and someone will say, hey, you're cheating. A lot of different things could and could not be cheating. It depends on your partner. Now, if you want to go and do these things and it's all right with your partner, then not really cheating, as long as there's consent. Consent is very important in all aspects of life.
Mr. Representative! Mr. Representative! Can I ask you a question?
I didn't know she was a hooker.
What?
What?
Is that a human sexuality book?
No comment.
Can I just ask you one thing?
About what?
What are your opinions on cheating?
On a drug test or on my wife?
On your wife.
Listen, there's only two things I know in this world. I'm a politician. It's getting votes and getting women.
I cheat on my wife because I love my wife. I want my wife to be satisfied, so I have to practice on other women to make sure that I'm giving her the utmost care and attention, and that I am exceeding expectations in the bedroom. Well, men cheat because they settle, and they're always looking for something better. Make sure you find a motel, 3 stars or higher, but less than 5, cash only. Make sure they show a valid license that's 18 years or over, or else you're gonna get into some dangerous territory. Lights off only, no lights on, and protection.
So I have a list here of reasons possibly why specifically men might cheat. And this doesn't have to mean all men, doesn't have to mean all people, but research shows. Okay, reasons why men might cheat. Let's go. Number 1, he's a liar. He told you he was going to be monogamous, and he went out and cheated anyway. Sorry, ladies. Number 2, he's insecure. Maybe he doesn't feel like he's doing a good job with you and would rather practice on someone else. It happens. Some men are also insecure about their bodies and, their body image. So they might want to have sex with someone else who doesn't know their history or just doesn't really know them and feels better with, you know, someone that they could just have sex with and then never see for the rest of their life again. But to be honest, with a body like his, I don't know what he's complaining about. Number 3, he's immature. He thinks that what she doesn't know doesn't hurt her. Not cool. Number 4, he's damaged. I'm so damaged. I can just cheat on anyone because I'm broken material. No, but really, if there was some kind of psychological trauma or physical early on in his life, in his childhood, that could possibly bring out sexual aggression or, you know, make him think this is normal to do, this is totally fine, I'm okay and I'm not hurting anyone, then yeah, that might be another reason. Number 5, he has unreasonably high expectations. He thinks, hey, I can have sex whenever with whoever I want. And you know what, right now I want to be having sex, so I'm gonna go do it. If my wife doesn't agree, then I'll go get it somewhere else. And number 6, maybe he's addicted to it. People can't help these things. They can only seek treatment or, you know, discuss it with someone. Now, which gender cheats the most? In a study in the 1990s, the numbers were 20% to 25% of men and 10% to 15% of women who cheated. Now, in the past 5 to 7 years, the gender gap shrunk. Women were cheating at similar rates to men. So, I guess it's not all about spreading your seed. There's other factors that go into it. Now, before I had mentioned the list of reasons why men might cheat, but there are similarities between why men and women might cheat in a relationship. And studies show that for both men and women, fear of sexual consequences and anxiety about sexual performance influenced infidelity. When people had little concern about the consequences of sex, including pregnancy, sexually transmitted diseases, or tweeting your crotch onto the internet, they were more likely to step out on their partner. So, enough talking about cheating. It's very sad. Let's talk about pregnancy. Now, if any of you have seen the series, you might remember a little character named Nora Montgomery, who was this very wealthy woman who had a surgeon husband who built a house for her. That's love. And they had a beautiful son who sadly was kidnapped, returned, body parts in a jar. Husband tried to put the kid together. It became like a weird Frankenstein monster. It was a big to-do. So after all of this happened, Nora was absolutely obsessed with having a child of her own, and she was willing to get it at, you know, great lengths. Any way she could get a son, she will have one. So I was interested in finding out if there possibly were women out there who were absolutely obsessed with having babies and being pregnant, and I'm pretty sure there is an obsession with that, and there are ladies out there who just keep popping kids out, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. I think there's a family called the Duggars who have like 1 trillion kids. Anyway, so a Beverly Hills psychiatrist said, women who are obsessed with being pregnant are literally filling an emptiness inside of them. Just as alcoholics and drug addicts use substances to fill a psychological void. This article was saying that if there was a lack of affection in your childhood, a sense of feeling of abandonment by your parents, or just insecurity about yourself, if you don't feel cute enough or charming, you could hide behind your cute and charming baby. It's kind of like there's something missing within you, so you would rather have a kid to make up for those things that you're essentially lacking. Being obsessed with being a parent may also come from the need to have a purpose in life, because babies, of course, need you to do literally everything for them. They give you a sense of purpose in life and give you a specific role to play. And so when you are constantly busy and thinking about someone else, your child, you don't have to feel like your life is going to waste or you're not doing anything productive or meaningful. So having a baby will definitely take up a lot of your time and energy and attention, etc. Pregnancy is not only just psychological, but it also has physical effects as well. A professor of anthropology at Rutgers University says that humans developed a set of 3 related brain systems that are intended to push them toward parenthood: sex drive, hunger for the romantic love of one partner, and a desire for the calmness and security of attachment. And also, what comes with pregnancy, birthing a child, is the release of oxytocin, which is called the cuddle hormone, and promotes bonding, floods women's bodies during intercourse, pregnancy, childbirth, and breastfeeding, and it makes the pregnancy feeling like a love drug, kind of like a baby love drug. Plus, also, the attention from having a baby is pretty nice. People throw you baby showers and rub your belly and all those nice things. So it's not hard to figure out why Nora is absolutely obsessed with having her own child. Plus, she's gonna be stuck in that house for all of eternity. She might as well have some kind of companionship. So I thought I would quickly talk about the relationship of Ben Harmon and Vivian Harmon in regards to the love triangle, the triangle of love. I think I would categorize the relationship under liking, which is just solely intimacy. There's not necessarily like intimacy, like sexual intimacy, but intimacy where, you know, they are a couple and they still are coexisting with each other and are pretty civil. I might put it under companionate love, because there is intimacy and commitment. Although he does cheat on her, later on he does stay faithful, even though he really wants to have sex with the maid. But he does stay faithful, even though he didn't at the beginning. So it's either kind of liking or companionate love that I would put them under. Now, the relationship that I think I would put under consummate love is the relationship between Tate and Violet, because they absolutely love each other. They stick by each other through thick and thin. They're very committed to each other. There is a sexual relationship there. They, have an emotional and intellectual relationship as well. They absolutely love each other. And even though Violet finds out that he's kind of psycho and doesn't want him around, she still loves him. So, it's nice. So there are many things to talk about in this show, but I can't discuss all of it. So I hope you enjoy the things I did touch upon. And if you haven't seen the season, go out and check it. I have to say it's my favorite season so far. Season 1 of American Horror Story. Okay, bye.